And now let's find out what to watch for in those Disney numbers tomorrow morning. Joining us now is Laura Martin. She's Needham's senior internet and media analyst, has a buy rating and a $125 price target. Laura, good to see you. I think it's been 3.5 years since Disney last saw 125, and it was on the way down. So what's it going to take to get it comfortably above that level?
It's going to take moderating losses at linear networks. It's going to take really strong experiences, or let's call it parks growth. And we really want to see good numbers out of this ESPN flagship launch, that it's not cannibalizing other, that it's helping drive the bundle and direct-to-consumer revenue. Those are the three things we need to see.
You think they should ditch ABC?
I do. I do, mostly because I'd rather not be regulated by the FCC under the current administration. But if I wait 3 years, I assume the current administration will be out of the White House, according to the Constitution. So then it's probably okay if they own ABC again.
And so is it worth factoring ABC in to what Disney has to do for the foreseeable future then? And then how do you weigh the benefits versus drawbacks of these linear networks?
Right. So I would say the only thing that's really working in linear networks is sports, and ESPN is the anchor tenant in sports with some of the best rights for the next decade. So I sort of think Disney's holding together the linear bundle, frankly. Broadcast is fantastic because it's over the air. The leagues, what we've seen with the sports leagues is they really, really want reach, which you require a broadcaster like ABC, and then they really want money. And the money tends to come more from Google or from Amazon, who sort of have money to burn. So the leagues are doing these sort of barbell deals where they give certain rights to drive awareness to ABC, CBS, and NBC, and then they charge a fortune to the big, like Apple also, to the big streamers to try to get money back. So they have this, and Disney fits in both of those. Disney has cable networks, and it has a broadcaster. So it has like two of the three pieces, and that benefits Disney as a bidder.
How important are theme parks and resilient, if not growing, consumer spending at those right now?
Right. So the importance of theme parks is, round numbers, theme parks will do about $2 billion of operating income in the quarter, which sort of dwarfs the other two segments combined. So right now, really, the heavy lifting on profitability and free cash flow is coming out of the theme parks, what they call experiences.
Succession, we continue to talk about it. How important is it here? Is there any reason to think we're going to get any kind of update now?
So, good question. They've said that they're going to announce the successor in the first quarter of 26. Okay, well, Disney's fiscal year is the one just ended, September. So was it the first quarter of the fiscal year, or was it the first quarter of the calendar year where they're going to make an announcement? I'm sort of assuming it's the first calendar quarter. Anyway, right now the front runner is the parks guy, which is what we did last time. So it feels like if we do it again, have we learned anything? And is Bob Iger going to be back in 2 years? I don't know. But we're waiting for probably the first calendar quarter to get an announcement from the board about who they've pegged as Bob Iger's successor.
He can't seem to go into the sunset, it seems. I'm worried about Toy Story 5. Should I be? I mean, it seems like they had a nice bow on it, but they can't help themselves going back to the well.
So, you know, Pixar really, really doesn't like sequels. But the problem is when you're spending $100 or $200 million on a film, it is smart from a business point of view to have a built-in audience that will come to Toy Story no matter what, because it limits your risk compared to starting from scratch in something somebody's never heard of. So I think Toy Story 5 will be fantastic, and I think it will have a built-in demand curve that will get people into theaters, even if it isn't fantastic. It will just be then mediocre for a Pixar film, which will be fantastic compared to any of the studio's results.